Welcome back, everybody. We have just two short videos left, and this project is complete from an Excel perspective. And then you got to get busy with how you're going to write this up and present it. First thing I'd like to do is reintroduce my new cause code tables because I got cute and I coded some of the miscellaneous as something based on what they had entered for the claim description. And some of you are complaining about that, and I'm sorry. I deserve it. I deserved getting a tongue lashing for that. So I recoded them for you, and so these would be the probably the codes you guys have or the numbers you guys have. I don't know why that's doing that. So my miscellaneous has gone up, big, and overexertion went down. Some others went down, but these you can now compare these numbers to yours because I'm sure you did it right. Everybody was doing it right. It was just I got cute. So I apologize for that. My new cause with the outliers removed, that was with the outliers in. This is with the outliers removed. You probably knew that because on this one you saw the 387. Over here I did the same thing, and I did update all of the outliers as well with the new cause code. So here we are. So you can kind of look at these. If you're going to be copying and pasting this table to a Word document, please take out the yellow. This is just more or less for this work, okay? One thing that I did a little different is that I added these three entries, rows, I don't know, to kind of compare the data on this page. So outliers included. This is the overall. If you'll remember, this is from the descriptive. So we did it way back then. The average was 7,128. With the outliers removed, it's now 2219, 2,219. We knew that as well. We did that analysis. And then I entered the Wisconsin DWD average per claim from 2018 right here. And if you want, I've been copying and pasting it. If I was to bring up my... Yeah, so, it's this report here. And I've been using, I'm in Firefox, and so I do Control Shift S, and then it lets me, highlight something, and then I copy, and then I paste it. So that's the way I've been doing it. I think somebody had asked me at one point. So that's right there. Then I just manually enter in the 10,053 because it's 70 cents the round up. Anybody who's done their own taxes know that's the way we do it. And then on the top here, I did a merge and center and then typed in what these mean. So if I want to copy and paste this, at least I have an identifier. Okay. So I did that with my base. I just basically went through and added these. So how did I do this? I might as well show. Oh man, I hate it when it does that. I'll show you. So this first one here, you can see the equation up here. I'll double click so you can see where it came from. And so what it added up was, so it's W, so I gotta go over here. So on top, I wanted to put the paid. So it put the total paid from this chart over here. That was one of the cells that I clicked on. Then I added 609. Is it W609? It is. So if I scroll down all the way past my outliers, I have right here the total. No, that was wrong. It's right here. It's lit up. It's the total, the subtotal from here. So I created this. So this is the original subtotals. I got that from the descriptives tab. These are just some, all the stuff up here. And then the percent is just the subtotal divided by the original. And that's just for the outliers. For the count, I had created a series of X's in this column. And so I just did a count if X. So as we go through and delete these, as we're eliminating the claims we're not interested in, that gets updated automatically. And that's how we had actually entered it into, you know what? You don't really even have to do that because it's right. I think I changed my pattern here because we got the number of outliers here. So all I'd really have to do is, for the totals, I got the total outlier stuff here too. So why don't I rebuild this for you so you can see what I'm doing. It's hard to explain what goes on in my head. So I want to first get the total amount paid, so equal parentheses, and I want to add up the overall total. So total paid total right here, boom, plus sign the total of outliers, parentheses, divided by, now I want to do the total count. So that'll be the total here, the count, plus the number of outliers there. There you go. So now when you copy and paste that, it'll keep going. As far as what it is when it's removed, I just clicked on the table over here. We got the average, right? Oh, it's up. Oh, I did it up there. I guess I could have done it right here as well. Either or, they're both the same. Do what you like. There we go. And then this was entered manually from the table from Department of Workforce Development. So I added this on the bottom. I just think it's interesting. Again, we're going a little bit further than we have in previous semesters, and I'm kind of proud of that. So I think it's interesting to compare ours to the statewide. All right, so next. So I did this for everything. And so for here, I put in repetitive motion claims because that's my tab. N equals 59. I entered that manually. I took 53 plus 6, which is 59, typed it in, and then I said there are 6 outliers removed. So really, it's 53 plus 6. So I guess I could have done N equals 53 plus 6 outliers removed. I don't know. Do what you like, but that's just what I put in there, and then I've got my amounts. And so what we're going to do is we're going to be updating this. This is when you want to verify your entries. So make sure you're looking for anything that might be odd. Make sure you went down to the outliers and you just have, I'm sorry, it's right here, the repetitive motion. So I'm only looking at repetitive motion. Just make sure that all the numbers, add up and they look like they're right. And then I've got my thing here from DWD and create this. So go through and each one of your by accident department should have that. Okay, so I didn't do it for this one. So here's what I did. I'm going to go insert, just to make more space. I'm going to highlight these 3 cells above my table. I'm going to go up here and click on Merge and Center. And then I'm going to make sure that the alignment is Merge and Center. This is my lifting, lowering. But what I could do is just look up here. It says lifting and lowering. So lifting and lowering claims. N equals, and I'm going to check that out now. 4 outliers. Total 38. 38 plus 4 is 42. 4 outliers removed. Okay. And everything else. This is where I should check all my work. I'm also bolding that. So I'm going to do that for each one. I didn't do it for each one here because I just wanted to show you. I will for the final. So let me show you what I want you to do now. I want you to create a new tab and label it, well, somehow make it important because this is the most important tab and that's going to be the final results table. I even colored it. How do I do that? Well, here I'm on my reach bend. If I right click, I can go to color tab and then I can give it a color. It makes it stand out. I did that with my new cause, no other. And I'll probably color code these for the final presentation, for showing you the final presentation. Also, don't forget to do the accident department. I believe this was mix, and I did mix over exertion. Even though we're not going to use it, you still have to do it for this class to demonstrate to me. If you're not using the data set from the class, all of your results may be done like this, where you have a priority department or policy class code, and then a new cause code priority. But we couldn't do that. All right, let's go back to here. So this table here is a simple copy and paste from the assistance document, which I'll bring onto the screen here. Assistance document. So what I did is I just copied and pasted, and it's all wonky. So I got to get rid of these entries because they were just an example. I'll blow this up to 140 because that's what I've been doing. And I've got, it has 10. I think maybe that's why I chose to do 10. So I'm going to highlight these columns and I'm going to widen them. They all widen when you widen them like that. Now I got to start bringing my data over. Of course, we're not going to be doing policy class code. Now what we're going to do is accident source description. There is no more cause code. I'm just going to hit delete. Got range of claims. Yeah, I mean, we may modify this a little bit. And actually, we're estimating for 2023, if you'll recall. Estimate 2023. This is always good. Everybody probably has a lot of housekeeping to do, and that's going to be what I'm going to talk about in the next video. Yeah, we'll be able to enter all that stuff in. All right, so now how do we get the information here? We're going to enter it manually. So I'm going to go to my number 1, repetitive motion. I'm going to highlight this. Control C to copy, and it's got the, the shiny things around it. I'm going to go to my final results table. Just going to click right here, but I'm going to right click and go up to paste special. And I'm going to choose, what's it called? Linked picture. Click. So anything I change back at that page will show up here, but you can treat it just like a picture on here, a JPEG. You can move it around, you can shrink it. So now I got to enter this menu. Now, these priorities may change once I've entered everything in, because I'll turn this header row into a filter, and then I'll sort it. Of course, that might screw things up. I may have to add another space here before I do that. But that's something I'm going to do later. All right. So this is repetitive motion. The range of claims. This is the forecasted range of claims. So 6 or 7. 6 to 7, estimated claims. We're going to go with the lower of the two. The range of average paid is 2,786 to about 3,500. The estimated, we're going to go with the, we don't have an average, do we? Well, we have it right here. So the average, with outliers removed, 2953. 2953. Oh, come on now. There we go. The median is, ooh, that's high. $2,121. That seems really high to me. See, this is where you can sometimes find fault. Median per claim. Okay, it's going off of that. What is this? It's the median, W2. That's right. Huh. The median's a lot higher. It's close to the average. What's the max claim? 17,000. And there's only one $0 claim. Interesting. Okay. Look back at that. The range of total claimants paid. Total claims paid. I'm going to do the range between these. So 19,502 to 24,000. We're going to do the estimated. We did the 24 on this one. Usually we'll go with the lower, but in this case, we had enough evidence to say, yeah, let's go with 24. I think it's because we have so much in outliers here. Conservative request is 19,200. 200. And then the return on investment, that's going to be standard. I mean, if we were to change it for whatever reason, we would do it there. And I'm going to shrink that down a little bit. Yeah, some of these. I mean, you want to be able to see everything. I hope that makes sense. I want that hashtag to drop down. Both of them. Yeah, all right. So, the number of outliers removed. 6. See, I can also bring this over here now. Total amount is, I gotta scroll down so I can see it, is 281,779, and then the average, outlier average paid per claim. We don't have to type anything, and what we can do is just go equal the total amount divided by 6. There. And that's what you're going to do for the next, however many you did. So copy. I did a Control C, final results table. Right click, go to paste special, linked picture, and now I'm going to enter this in until we have this thing filled. And then depending on what I'd like to do is I like to sort it by this total claims paid, estimated total claims paid, and requested investment. These will be the two highest numbers. I want to go from high to low. That's what managements want to see. So this priority isn't going to change. We're just going to, maybe what I'll do is just highlight the data and just sort by that. That's what I'll do. But I will do that. I'll have that done. Maybe what I'll do is I'll stop this video and I'll go and enter all of these in. You'll see what it looks like. I'll sort it for you, and then we'll go through what this should look like. And I'm going to be deleting some tabs here. I don't know if I'm going to save that and show you how I'm going to delete them, but I'm going to delete them and I'm going to have some color coding going on. So that's where we are. It seems like we're at the end. We are at the end, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you for staying with me. And we've got one more video.